Hello, 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 everyone. It's Stacy. That's EY. I'm coming to you for the third week doing my live on People Are Human 2 series. And today's topic is Why Ask Why? So, if you have followed the past couple of weeks, you know that the first one was Understand Your Assignment. And I talked about the assignments, the meanings that we give, that we assign to different things in our lives. So, you have to go back and watch that one. And then last week, I talked about relax, relate, repeat. And I talked about why we relax into the comfort of our discomfort, why we relate to different things that have happened in our lives and assign them or associate them with current things that are happening. And then we repeat it. Even though things don't work out for us, we repeat the behavior because it's familiar to us. So that was last week's. So again, if you missed it, go back and watch it. This week's is Why Ask Why, and I'm going to delve into a couple of things around the question of why. So you'll see behind me, I'm actually teaching a class today, so we're on lunch break. So this one really will be really short because if the participants come back soon, I don't want the interruption of having to open the door and let them in. So I'm going to make this I'm going to make this go as quickly as humanly possible. And I'm just going to speak from the cuff because I actually don't have my notes with me. So here we go. People are human too. Why ask why? It is natural as human beings that we would ask the question why, that we ask when certain things happen in our lives, why is that happening to me? Why me? Why is it that people do such and such and such to me? Or why is it that so-and-so had to leave? Why is it that so-and-so had to die? Why is it that my money's looking funny? Why is it that I don't have, more money to match the bills that I have this month? All of these questions of why, we ask those why questions. But if you hear all of the examples that I just gave, they come to you with a mindset of victimization, us being the victims, right? So we talk a lot about how we can empower ourselves, how we can make sure that we stay informed and equip ourselves to untie the knots that are in our lives that keep us bound from living the life that we desire and deserve. Well, here's the thing. It's okay to ask the question why, but I would really like for us to consider replacing the why to a what. So, what am I supposed to be gaining from this situation or this experience? What lesson am I supposed to learn? What am I to do differently when this comes up again? What is it that God is showing me in this moment about myself or my growth and my development? What is it that I am now being equipped with in order to make a difference and make an impact and have influence? Replace the why with the what when it comes to that victim mentality. As human beings, because again, people are human too. As human beings, we have a responsibility to understand our experiences so that we don't repeat the negative ones and that we can do better in the not so negative ones, but continue to grow and flourish and strive and be successful by whatever your definition of success is. So, why ask why? You ask why because it's a growth opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to learn something about yourself, the world around you, people that you're in relationship with, or new skills. That's why you ask the question why. But in that, don't do it from the negative perspective or victim mentality of why me? Woe is me, why me? Um, I recently lost someone who actually is very near and dear to my heart. And the first question that I asked before they passed away was, why did this happen to them? Why were they stricken with cancer? And why, God, do you continue to take the good ones, right? I got a list for you. There's no shortage of people that you can take up out of here from where I sit, from my perspective. But why do you continue to take the good ones and leave us here with this void? Those who love and care about them, you leave us here with the void. And oh, by the way, for those like this person who was extremely important to me, why did they have to suffer for so long in pain before you took them? Like could we skip all of it? Could we skip the cancer? Can we skip you taking them and just leave well enough alone? Let's start there. As a matter of fact, let's start and end there. But I realized in my time of reflection the life that this person lived, and what a wonderful life it was. They made such a huge impact and left such a huge imprint on so many people's lives. And at a certain point, we just get tired. Our bodies get tired, our minds get tired, our spirits get tired. At a certain point, we have fulfilled the assignment and it's time to go. So, although I understand that, it still hurts. Then I asked the question of, was this person proud of me? And I know for a fact she was, because we had many conversations about it. But why couldn't I have just one more opportunity to have that conversation with her? Why can't I have a conversation in her last days to just hear what was really on her heart about having to leave here, having to leave her family, having to leave, the world that she's come to know. And I realized that I wasn't asking the right question. It wasn't the why, it's the what. What did she leave with me? What did she leave for all of the family members and friends and people that she made an impact on? And what can I do differently so that I can make sure when it's my time to go, that the imprint that I leave is substantial in a positive way? I changed my why into a what, and I will tell you, it made me feel so much better because it gave me a sense of purpose and a revelation about how to move forward, how to move through this season as we celebrate her life, but then also how to move forward. Instead of asking, why did you lose that job, or why did you lose that relationship, or why did that person pass away, or whatever your why is, ask the what instead. It will empower you to be a better version of you. I hate that term. I'm not going to say that. It will empower you to improve upon the you that you are. It will empower you to growth and development. It will empower you to understand your purpose and your mission and why you're here. Don't ask why with a victim mentality, but ask why as in a purposeful opportunity to make change. Okay. So, how do we overcome our humanity in the quest to understanding the why, which we never really get answers to anyway here on earth? The way you do it is you restructure your thought patterns, right? I talk about the tree of humanity. I teach the tree of humanity, but look at what you've been taught to believe about yourself and the world around you and restructure those thoughts. Remove the negative self-talk, remove the victim mindset, remove the inability to see past the here and now and to be able to future forecast. Remove any obstacles that keep you stuck on stupid and waiting on dumb. I love that phrase. Don't be stuck on stupid and waiting on dumb. You have to be able to shift your mindset in order to make a difference. Now, today I've had a series of things that have gone wrong just in preparing for my training class. And then when I got to training, and for some reason, I feel a little something going on. I'm not catching a cold, I'm not catching the flu, and I definitely don't have COVID. But I have been drinking a ton of water and I'm feeling, my body is just, because I've been going and doing a lot and exhausting myself. So I'm just like, Lord, why? Why am I going through this? Like, can you just fix it so that I can get in here, have the right energy, teach the class, leave an imprint, empower them to go out and be better leaders, etc. But I made a shift this morning as I started teaching and started doing the introduction to the class. I made a shift, and instead of saying, why can't you, or why won't you, or why am I feeling this way? What I said instead was use this as an opportunity to tap into the humanity of the participants so that they can see what it means to be a leader, right? Since it's leadership training. What it means to be a leader, what it means to manage people, what it means to tap into the untapped potential that people have so that they can grow and flourish and thrive and be successful in their careers and their life, etc. Shifting your perspective and changing your mindset makes all the difference in the world. I say all the time that mindset is everything, and I truly do believe that. Without having the right framework for your thoughts, you go down a rabbit hole, or what I call squirreling down a rabbit hole, and then it's hard to get out of that. But life is more valuable than that. It's more valuable than the myopic perspective that you have over your situation and circumstances in the here and now. There's a whole future that lies ahead of you. And oh, by the way, you don't know how long that future is. So you have to make the best of it 1 minute from now, 2 minutes from now, 1 hour from now, 1 day from now. I had to fly back to Atlanta yesterday in order to come and do this in-person training that was scheduled here in Atlanta. And then I fly back out so that I can attend the celebration of life for my mother in love. And let me say this, with all of the stuff that's been happening with the planes, my thought process went to, Lord, please just let this plane stay up in the sky and come down when it's supposed to on the wheels, not flipped upside down. Let the right people be in place that can guide the plane. Let the right people be in place to fly the plane. And I realized how fleeting life is. It's very fragile. We just never know. So instead of spending the time asking why and staying stuck there, ask the why and really search diligently for the answers to the why with a what, right? By replacing it. So that's all I wanted to come out here and say. Like I told y'all, this week was going to be shorter because I am in the process of a training class, and I know some people did not leave the building. And so they'll be coming back, knocking on the door to come in here. But I wanted to address the why, ask why in our own humanity and make sure that I drop some little nugget for you all to have. So with all of that being said, I will see you all next Thursday with another session on people are human too. And the topic next week, let me see if I can remember what it is. Oh, the path to greatness. So people are human too, the path to greatness. And this is going to be the last one for the month of February. And in the series of People Are Human Too, make sure you go back and watch all of them. Tune in, phone a friend, tag somebody, share, like, subscribe on YouTube, all of the wonderful things that social media allows us to do. And I will be back here next week. So until then, make today better than yesterday. Strive for an even better tomorrow, because mindset truly is everything. Have a most fantabulous Thursday. And I will see you all next time, next week, next Thursday, 12 noon Eastern. Same bat time, same bat station. All right, take care.